Welcome to NoteDex. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can sign up and sign into NoteDex. When you first come to the NoteDex application, whether it's using the desktop application in Windows, the Android app, or like me, I've come to the website, you'll be presented with the screen like this. Now, if this is the first time at NoteDex, then you'll need to sign in with an account. But if you've already signed in, then typically NoteDex logs you in automatically the second time. Let's say that this is the first time that you are with NoteDex. Let's click on the try for free. And you will then be presented with the login window. Some of you might be familiar with using an existing Apple, Microsoft, or login account. These are accounts that you've already set up before, and NoteDex can recognize one of those accounts and you can sign in using those methods. So you don't need to create another account in the NoteDex system. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. If you have been using index cards for Windows, our previous app, then you can also use the same sign-in method that you used before. And you should do that so that all of the cards that you previously created, you'll be able to see inside of NoteDex. If you'd like to create a new account with NoteDex using a username and password, you can do that as well. For the rest of this video, I'll show you the two main ways that you can log into NoteDex. I'll show you how to log in using Google, which will be the same method for using Microsoft or Apple. And I'll show you how to create a new NoteDex account itself. So let's think about how to log in to NoteDex using Google. So whether you are signing up for the first time or signing in again normally after the first time, it's the same method. So let's say I'm going to use the Google method to log in. I click Google and then a login window appears. This is where you would use your existing Gmail account or Google account that you're wanting to use. And in this example, I'll just use my personal email address on Gmail. So that's prem@gmail.com. Click login. Now you can see that I have logged in to NoteDex using my Gmail account. If this was the first time that I had used this account, you would see a blank stack. I have edited this one stack already, and a little pop-up would have appeared to give you a guided tutorial. Okay, that was the first method using Google or an existing account with either Apple, Microsoft, or Google. Now let me show you how we can do an alternative method, which is, let's say you don't want to use any of your previous accounts and you want to create a NoteDex account specifically. So let me just come back to this, clear out all the windows, go back to NoteDex. Okay, so you would say click on try for free or login. To be honest, they both go to the same page. It doesn't really matter. Let's click on try for free. Now, in this case, it says the second section of the screen. Alternatively, use a NoteDex account to sign up. Well, I don't have a NoteDex account just yet in this example. So I'm going to click at the very bottom of the screen where it says sign up now. When you click sign up now, you can then enter in the email address that you want to use. In this example, I have a fake account. Let me just enter that in. And the next thing you must do is click on send verification code. What this will do is it will email you a verification code, and that way we can validate that you are who you are and that you've got the right email address. So within a few minutes, you would get an email, and I've just got it on my email, and it's got a verification code that I'm going to type in. So let me just type that in. And click verify code. It says at the very top now, email address verified, you can now continue. At this point, if for some reason you wanted to change your email, you can click change email, but really you can just ignore that. Now, let's enter in a password that you want to use. And I'm just going to give my first name and last name and click create. What this will do now is it will create the NoteDex account in the system. Because this is a brand new account, you will see the Welcome to NoteDex pop-up appear, and you will see the blank stack on the left-hand side. At this point, your 7-day trial is activated. So again, whether you created the NoteDex account using a username or password, or you used the Apple, Microsoft, or Google account for the first time, in both cases, you'll get presented with this screen and your 7-day trial will start. At this point, I would recommend you click through the introduction. We've got a quick tutorial, and you can also check out all the different features of the app. Check out our other videos so that you can learn more about NoteDex. Thank you.